So hello world, my name is Amelia and welcome back to another one of my videos. I'm just trying to knock this video out. It's kind of annoying because like this has probably been one of my highest viewed video series. But then at the same time it's been very frustrating. Because I'm really getting done with this particular subject. It's the next bag for Nadine West. Honestly, probably one of my number one most frustrating things with them is the fact that the longest that they let you put out between their bags is 4 weeks. And I honestly feel like 4 weeks is not enough. Like, why don't you just let me do one every month or something? Why is it like this weird 4 week? And their way of again, it comes back, I think I mentioned this before, their way of charging you is really weird. Like, they just do it. Like, there's no notification emails. Like, I really honestly hate services that don't notify you a day or two in advance that there is a deadline coming up and that they're going to be charging you. Reason I mention that is because my last video I did, I ended up deciding, I think I kept like 2 or 3 items out of that bag. The rest I threw in the bag and I sent back to them, and I literally thought, oh, okay, I got it sent back on like a Tuesday, and I was like, okay, I haven't been charged, I should be good, and da 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 da. Next day, they ended up hitting my bank account for the full amount for everything in the bag. And it's been about a week and a half since I've sent it back now, and I've never received any kind of refund or correspondence. So it's one thing if they sat there and said, they're like, oh, you didn't meet the deadline and now you own all that stuff. But it's another thing to the fact that I haven't even received any kind of correspondence, because it's like, I just mailed you back some items. Are you going to send those back to me now, or are you going to give me a refund? Because I don't think it's right that you guys are doing nothing about it. Like, you should be tracking this stuff better. So anyways, hopefully it's about, I did check. The deadline for me to get this one sent back is next week. And of course, because of everything that's been happening, like me being sick and stuff like that, has definitely led to me not getting things like this sent back on time. Anyways, enough diddle-daddle, let's just go ahead and see what they sent me this time. And apparently there's 10 items in this bag. So there's the paper. Okay. So like I said, it's funny because it seems like their bags keep growing and growing and growing and keep getting more and more items, which is really awkward. Yeah, there's quite a bit in here. There's 2 bracelets, a necklace, a scarf, something just called Other. And again, it's funny how their wrapping paper didn't even really stick. They probably should address that. So, first up, the first thing I noticed on top is a scarf. Now this is, what kind of scarf is this? Oh, this is kind of nice. Okay, plum stripe. It does not have a brand. Yeah. Okay, so this is $22.99. Oh, it's an infinity scarf. Oh. Let me see how. I have never actually done an infinity scarf before. It's my turban, apparently. I've never actually done an infinity scarf, so it's kind of, this is going to be interesting. I mean, I like the color. If I could definitely get it to match with some things, I could do an infinity scarf. We'll see. So, I do like this item. It's comfy. I've never owned an infinity scarf. It is probably a color I would have picked, so we'll put that in the maybe pile. Okay, next we have some gloves, which of course I have to say right off the bat, something that's kind of frustrating, or I can see right off the bat why I probably will not keep these, It looks like some of the most cheapest gloves that I would go and pick up at some cheap Chinese store. Like just even what's in that picture on here does not match the gloves. Like, this is just so incredibly cheap. I honestly don't even think I'm gonna open these. Let me see what they feel like. Yeah, they're very terribly... Alright, I'll open them. Just because I probably should. Where's the open? Ah, it's on the bottom. So... I mean, they don't feel horrible, but number one, I have a lot of pairs of gloves already, and I'm terrible about that are probably better quality. Yeah, these are just cheap Chinese gloves. Just watch, I'm gonna look on the paper, and they are way overcharging for these. Like, this, I would expect to walk into a Chinese store and probably pay, like, you know, like Chinatown, and probably pay like $5 at most for these. I'm assuming these are the other, which is $11.99. That is way overpriced. Like, I do have to say that's one thing that bothers me also about Nadine West, is some of their prices are just so arbitrary. They're just like, it's just like, oh yeah, slap $11.99. Oh no, slap $21.99 on that. Oh, slap $30 on that. Like, it's so weird. And that's the same thing with like how their jewelry works. Like, I feel like they just arbitrarily slap numbers on this stuff, even though a lot of this is probably just cheap Chinese imports. Okay, next up, we have a necklace. Ooh. This is, oh, it's two necklaces. Yep, okay. So there's the chain. It's a little clunky. Again, probably something I would not, because I know I've brought this up in previous videos, I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of like really clunky jewelry. Like, I hate like earrings that, I hate earrings that are far too dangly. So same thing kind of goes for things like this. This is too much for me. This seems like not my age range. There's just, it's as beautiful as it is. Of course, again, it probably would be like that kind of Chinese thing I would expect to buy. There's like, I can't really describe the shapes. It's really cute and all, and it's definitely more closer to the kind of colors I would pick. But, again, I am probably going to skip out on that. Just because that's just not, yeah, I'm not going to spend almost $15 on something like that when I feel like I can walk into Target, pick out something I really like for $15, and it's thinner, it feels more quality made. And that was my humidifier, by the way. Okay, next up we have a bracelet. I'm definitely coming under the opinion that a lot of this stuff is just cheap Chinese made stuff. Like when I first got my first bag or two, I felt like the stuff was a little more authentic. Like, I could almost say that about Stitch Fix. I kind of feel like a lot of the stuff that I get from them is more authentically like what I would expect to buy at Target or Old Navy or a Gap or whatever. This stuff just seems like they just cheaply import it from China and they're just like trying to offload it on people. So here's a bracelet. It's kind of, it's interesting. So it separates at the top, which you don't usually see too often. I would have to stretch it out quite a bit in order to get it on. It's cute, but not worth the price tag. Okay, so we're gonna add, I don't think I'm gonna keep any of the jewelry. Just for expense wise. So like, it was kind of funny also, like, early on, a lot of their jewelry, like, had the tag string tied to it. It's like, now they don't even tie it to it anymore. The tag is just stuck inside the bag. And, like, these gloves didn't even have a tag, didn't even have a Nadine West tag on it, so that's kind of funny. Here's another bracelet. Again, I'm not even gonna bother taking out of the package. It's got, like, a spiral. It's got this interesting spiral on it. What is that made of? Okay, I'm gonna take it out just because I can't see what. I feel like it's like a tassel off of a. That's interesting. It looks like it's like a rope. And then they got a metal, like something metal wrapped around it. Again, very, very fascinating, and honestly, it's probably... I guess I get it on. I mean, it's kind of nice how it goes on, I will say that. Kind of cool. It's got these tassels, which... Again, very, very much an odd kind of thing you would buy from a Chinese store. So definitely not the price I would pay for that. Okay, so we'll skip on that. Okay, now for the really important stuff, the clothing. So first up, ooh, okay, that's a later thing. We'll get to that in a second. So first up we have the leggings, which this is probably one of the first times I'm getting something different than just a legging depot. Zenana extra large. It's in a dark charcoal gray. I would say those would fit me. And it's really interesting what they got going on here. They got like this rib. They got like this ribbing on the front. So nice, they do seem very well made. Probably one of the better pairs. Definitely a little better quality than what I've expected to see out of those other leggings I've received. Those were... Oh, that can't be right. Lucy and Harlow. Which ones are these? That's funny. I can only guess that these are the Harlow, maybe? But according to the tag, it's $36.49. If that's what those... No, we're not paying that. I'm guessing that can't be it. It's gotta probably be the $16.19, which ain't bad. But, yeah. Okay, next up. Zenobia. It is a shirt in extra large. It's kind of cool. A little... I'm not really sure what the pattern is. It looks like... I don't know. What do you want to say that is? Like a belt buckle, maybe? I like the fabric. Okay, I do have to say one thing that's really nice about this is it's a crepe. Which I don't think I own anything. I don't think I own any tops in crepe. Which I did actually start trying to sew a ball gown out of crepe. Oh, it was going to be so beautiful, but I messed up a couple things about it, and I ran out of fabric, and I screwed up a couple things. But anyways, I really would like to refinish that ball gown outfit one day. But this is really nice just for the fact that it's a crepe fabric. Um, this is... Okay, they keep putting weird names on these stuff like Hedda, Dana, Really. Like, none of those names correspond to the brand. I have to, like, go off of the color. So, like, there's H gray, light brown, mauve, ABT? Like, I don't even know what these items are. Here, let me see if I can figure it out from the tag. No? Again, I do not see their tag on it, so I can't use it to determine what am I looking at. So, Nadine, that's something you do need to fix. So, we'll set that aside. I love the crepe. Okay. Next up, we have another shirt. It's long sleeve. It's a Zenana Premium in a 1X. I really like it. Nice soft fabric. Down the side, it's got these 3 buttons. There's one on each side. I really like it. I think it would be a really nice. Now let's see. This is probably the light brown, the Dana, which is $35.99. Pretty pricey for me. But anyways, the only thing I would critique about this particular top is just, again, they sent me a 1X, and I feel like 1X is too big. So we're going to skip on that. Okay, next we have 2 last items. So next, oh, kind of like a hoodie piece. Okay, this is the H gray, which is $34.49. I feel like some of this stuff has gotten really pricey. Like, these are the kind of things I was like, oh, 25 bucks or so. Again, really nice. It is in Ambiani in 1X. Kind of a hoodie style. So kind of would have a nice, even though you would never wear the hoodie. I do like the stripe on the front, long sleeve. It could be made to work. But again, I think it's too big and also too pricey for me. So we'll skip on that. Okay, last up, we have leggings. Now, these are going back to, well, no, New Mix. These are New Mix in the Twop. Okay, so that means that these other leggings here are the Harlow, which are $36.49. It's the most expensive item on here. I'm not paying $36 for a pair of leggings, so we're going to go ahead and move that to the do not keep just because they're so freaking expensive. It's a very fascinating color. I don't really know what I could pair that with. It feels very spandexy, like there's almost way too much spandex in it. Let's see. Well, it's 92% polyester, 8% spandex. I don't know why it feels like latex almost. Like that just feels, yeah, that just feels wrong. So I think we're gonna skip that just because they don't feel really good quality to me. So now that we've been through all the items, that leaves us down to 2 items I really like, which I really like this crepe top, and I like the infinity scarf. Those are the only two items I really honestly liked out of this bag. And I do make a tradition of at least keeping one item because they charge $10, and I freaking don't get that $10 back if I return all the items. So I always like to at least use the $10 towards something. Okay, so the infinity scarf was $22.99. And this top, let's see, did we figure out which top this is? I hope it's the third one, which is only $25.99. there was no easy reference tags on any of these tops. Okay, this one, okay, this was the only one that was, okay, the H gray. So we can eliminate that one off the list. And then we had the brown. Okay, and there's one directly brown, which is $35.99. So very likely this top is $25.99. That, for something like this, it's a crepe fabric, light and airy. Again, I'm not really sure. The only thing is because I did keep a top like this from a previous bag. Not really sure how I can incorporate that. But anyways, I think we'll keep these the top and the infinity scarf. That's about 30 bucks. And then the rest we'll send back. So anyways, I am going to cut off this video here. Obviously my Nadine West bags always take so long, and especially if they keep adding items, they're just going to keep getting longer and harder to decide on. By the way, I have been wearing that mask they sent me, and surprisingly I have to say it is my favorite mask so far. Like, it fits my face like really well. Really nice full coverage. Beautiful mask when it comes to those things. I even tried going back to one of my older masks because I forgot it the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I ever wear these? So it's kind of funny how I now have my preference in the masks they sent me, and I really wish I could get more of them. So anyways, we're going to end this video here. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully by the next time, when I do my Stitch Fix video, which will be coming up here in the next week or so, I'm going to have that last previous bag I got charged $175 for figured out, because that was money I could have used for bills and stuff like that. And I will see you guys all in the next video. So, talk to you later. Bye now.